Hey y'all, I'm here drinking my coffee and I'm having my first cup of coffee late and I turned to watch DoorDash. She was crying and she was saying that somebody left a comment about how her channel, they watched it because she was motivating people and now her channel has turned into something else, and she was crying saying she didn't have any problem with humility. Let me see. But she did apologize. So if that person felt that way, she was sorry. She didn't, she said she had no problem with humility.
If you felt that way, I am so sorry. It's just that coming from not having money and then finally having some money, and like now I can do things I've always wanted to do. I can take trips. I can eat certain places. I can finally get my nails done. I can finally afford dish soap and toilet paper, and I was like, I don't ever want to be.
Okay, y'all. That's where I stop. And I just want to say, I don't know. Let me see, can I turn my camera around? Because what I have to say, I'm going to speak it the way I felt it when I was doing this video, but I didn't want my coffee to get cold. But it seemed like I'm not able to turn. So I'm going to stop it and splice this together, okay? And there's Dante in London down there that he got his channel going.
I said, I don't ever want to be broke again. And I guess I just never want that feeling of being broke again. I didn't even want to, never want that feeling of being broke again. And when, with the shout outs, that happened, I didn't even want to do shout outs.
Okay, she's talking about shout outs. Somebody, I forgot the name of the channel, sent her $25 to do a shout out. And then she started telling people, she started sending them a link for, if you want to do a shout out, watch this video and go here and do that. And there were some of us were saying, we on a fixed income, we can't do no $25. And I even put a message in there saying, I would love a shout out, but every dollar that I have has to be counted for. Even when I tell people, you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/thriftinggrandma. And I said, you're not obligated to do it, and you're not. So those of us that didn't have the $25, y'all, my coffee getting cold, hold on. So those of us that didn't have the $25 for the shout out, we didn't get a shout out. So I'm going to see, can I turn this camera? Yeah. But I said all that to say this. I don't know if her tears are real or if they're what they call crocodile tears or whatever. I said all that to say this. DoorDash, you just talked about the story of a lot of our lives, especially mine. Okay, so I'm going to stop this and turn the camera on me so you'll be seeing me. And then I splice it together. Because I want you to see me as I say this. She says she's making a lot of money with the shout outs. So people are paying her $25. Now that's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. Don't y'all come up here leaving me bad comments. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not downing her or anything or throwing any shade. I just want to say this. And if I can't turn the camera around, I'm going to stop it and then splice it together. Because, yeah, I would love to get a shout out and that send people to my channel. We all would love that. But that's not what I'm here for. And when I start my video, because I'm going to have to start over, it won't let me turn the camera around. And y'all, I know this is TMI, but I didn't put my partials in, so deal with it, all right? Okay, till I start the next part, this part 1, I'm going to start part 2. Okay, y'all, I'm back. All right, she was saying that Sometimes that feeling of lack come over you and you still like you got that feeling of lack. Here's what I'm saying. She was saying she could take trips. This is my overview. She was saying, and I'm just saying where I stand, what I got from it. She was saying before she couldn't take trips. Now she can afford to buy things. She got money. She can take trips. Like I think she went to Disney. And y'all, this is my Starbucks. Where You Are Here series. And this is Washington, D.C. Okay, I got about 35, 40. And I digress. Starbucks, cups and tumblers. I know I'm going to have to stop and warm my coffee up. But anyway, she was saying that she could take trips. She could buy dish soap. She could get her nails done. She could buy toilet paper. She could get her eyelashes done. And I just want to send baby girl a rude awakening. Honey, there are those of us, I am 73 years old, living on Social Security, and they talking about cutting that. They were giving us a little bit of food stamp, they cut that. So I know what it is to struggle. Do you see in the nails? If I have nails on, it's because I buy the press on, and that don't bother me. I don't mind doing that, because anytime I feel like plucking them off, I can pluck them off, and I ain't spent no $100 and $200. As far as taking trips, my husband and I celebrated our 53rd anniversary on the 18th of March. We did not, usually we take a weekend trip and just go off somewhere. Sometimes we just ride, and wherever we stop, that's where we be. But now, the way things are going, we had to pay our homeowners insurance, taxes, property taxes, and getting the taxes and stuff renewed on our vehicles and stuff like that. It drained us, so we couldn't do that. And you know what? I'm not bitter about that, because that's life. Life gives you those ups and downs. Shoot. I went through that when my children were little. Figuring out what I'm going to cook for dinner when it looked like there was nothing in there. But I went in there and I found something, because I know, you know what? My babies had to eat. I went through a time where my husband had an on-the-job injury, where he was out of work because of his back and needed back surgery, a serious back surgery, and he had to have 2 of them. So no one working but me, and what little job I could get around this area, trying to keep the mortgage paid, trying to keep the lights on, trying to keep the gas on, trying to keep my children in shoes, trying to keep them in clothes, and still trying to pay the homeowners insurance, trying to pay the taxes. Baby, DoorDash, if you just getting there and you were saying that you don't never want to be broke again, join the club. Like I said, I'm 73 years old. I don't expect for no one to give me anything. But if someone out of the goodness of their heart say, yeah, I'll buy you a coffee, or I'll put something on your Cash App. You know what? As much, I think those that have put money on my buy me a coffee are those that put something on, hold up, y'all. Or the one person that put something on my Cash App, the one person that bought me a coffee, I am so thankful. Like I said, you're not obligated to do it. And y'all know how much I talk about loving my coffee. And I tell people, if you want to give me something, there's always coffee and what goes with coffee and my Marvin Gaye stamps. I tell my family, I'm not hard to buy for. Buy me some coffee and some half and half and some sugar in the raw, you got me. And I know online is the only place you can get those Marvin Gaye stamps. That's what I asked for. And my daughter said, that's not practical. I said, but that's something that's not going to break the bank. But she's saying, I don't want to be broke again, honey. All I can tell you is cut out those trips to Disney, because I know that was not cheap. And when you and Dante London and all the rest of them making all this money, save it for a rainy day. There's going to come a time where people not going to watch your videos, where you might not get as less of views as what I'm getting. I would love somebody just come, when I look and see her video has only been up an hour and she got 589 views. I would love for mine to be up a year and get that many. I'm saying, be thankful for what you got. William DeVaughn made a song about that. Y'all know I'm going to go back to music. So, don't be hard on yourself. Save your money. And like I said, there are those of us that would love a shout out from you or other big, larger people that got a great following. We would love for you to shout out us. But you know what? If I pay $25 for you to get a shout out, give me a shout out, that's $25 where might would have gone to my electric bill or my gas bill, or I could have used that $25 to go to Walmart and buy my coffee, or to buy something to make me and my husband dinner or breakfast. So when I said that, when you're talking about lax, I know what lax is. Lax is getting the age. Like I said, my husband and I didn't take a trip for our 53rd anniversary. And you know what? That didn't make us stop loving one another, not one bit. We know the house we're in, we struggle to keep it and not to lose it. Sure, we got to pay taxes, and we got to pay homeowners insurance. That's more of an anniversary gift to me, being able to pay that. Then sit back and say, well, I'm not going to pay the homeowners insurance. We're going to take this money and go out for a weekend. Now, that would be just so stupid. And like I said, you and Dante London and all them other ones just getting up there raving about what your revenue is. And I know that is for views. Because I see how many views those videos get. And if that's what pushes you over the top, hey, more power to you. Because who'd have said when my channel get like that, I won't do the same thing. But I'm glad you have your humility. She said, I'm sorry. She was saying if my channel went that way and I started out being uplifting, but all I'm thinking about now is how I'm doing things for myself. And don't make yourself feel bad because you're able to do things that you couldn't do before. When I sit to my sewing machine, and I've been had it for about 3 years, and I'm just learning how to do the zigzag, honey, I'm happy over that. So I know you're happy over going to Disney. So whatever you're able to do in your life, thank God that you can do it. I have a Google Assistant here where I asked what the temperature was. And she told me, said 80 degrees here in North Carolina. I'm in an older home, so we won't have to turn on air probably for about June. I'm being honest. These old houses stay cool a long time. And actually, when we get it warm, it stay warm a long time. So this is one old house that the people who built it back in the late 30s or early 40s, they insulated this old house very well. So when she told me that it was 80 degrees and I felt cool, I said, "You a lie." She said, "I lied? I'm sorry. I didn't intend to do that." Do y'all? I was so surprised. This machine, honey. But like I said, whatever stage you are in your life and the Lord bless you to do things, just keep on thanking Him. Don't worry about man. Man ain't got no heaven or hell to put you in. But the man above. And just to keep thinking, I can do all things through Christ strengthens me. Y'all know what? Sometimes I sit down and I want to have a pity party. And it's not because I can't take a trip or I can't do this, because I'm so thankful for what I'm able to do, because the years before I was so sick, I needed so much help. But I'm just thankful just to be here. But sometimes I get, hold on. Sometimes I get where I might want to have a pity party for myself. Not because of what I'm going through, but I'm thinking so much about my son who passed away. Y'all, if y'all let mediocre things take your focus and you haven't lost a loved one, thank God. There's those of us who lost children, who lost spouses. I'm talking about recently in the last 10 years, because it's only been 7 years since our son been gone. So there's those of us, yeah, you see us smiling, but on the inside, we might have been torn apart 5 minutes ago. There are times when I do have those times when grief hit me, and I have one of those spells, but then when I get around somebody, I'll suck it up real quick, you know. But you know what? I'm so thankful. About 2 Saturdays ago, I went through this. I made a video about my granddaughter, my son who died. He only had one daughter, and she got married. And she didn't want us there. You know, and that broke my heart. The Saturday when I watched it online, I thought she was going to have a videographer there, you know, videoing it. But it was just somebody's iPad, and we could hardly see faces. The sound, the audio wasn't that good. But, you know, those of us, me and 2 of my sons watched it. But we watched and we congratulated her, and we sent her little love notes, you know, welcoming her new husband to the family and everything like that. But to see, what really broke my heart was to see another man, which is her stepfather, and no disrespect to any of those, I'm just saying how I feel. You know, I knew my son was missing out. Her daughter, his daughter got married, and he wasn't the one who walked her down the aisle. And then, you know, I felt bad because I couldn't be there, not even to kiss her, give her a hug, or see her in her wedding gown, or even get a picture with her if the picture was just from somebody's phone. Yo, you ever had the wind knocked out of your sail? That's what I felt like I was out over the ocean in a little catamaran or something, you know, just weaving and bobbing, or on a kayak or something. But those of you who know what they are. So DoorDash, don't feel bad that you couldn't buy dish soap or toilet paper. There are lots of times when I counted out the change, so I can go to Dollar Tree and buy toilet paper. You go in my kitchen right now, you'll see my dish detergent is low. So we're not going to sit and say, oh, poor is me. You know, baby, you're probably in your 40s. I've probably got 30-some years over you. So if you want to know how to survive in a struggle, DM me and I can tell you. I can tell you how to turn a little into a lot. I can tell you how to turn a dime into $1. I can tell you how to make. Have you ever had to save your soap chips so you can put them in a big coffee creamer jar and put a little water in there so it can sludge? And then when you get it full, you pour it off while the bath water is running, and you got your little homemade bubble bath. Have you ever done that? I have. Have you ever needed to mop your floors and you took your dishwashing liquid jar and put water in and shake it up and make suds and spray that all over your floor and then damp mop your floors? I have. Have you ever needed gas in your vehicle and only had a few dollars and know you had somewhere to go, like a doctor's appointment or something you needed to go to, and then you realize, I might not have enough gas to get there and back, but the Lord brought you there and back, and you took what few little dollars you got? I don't mind going up to the gas station and say, give me $4 on pump, whatever. I don't mind. Because I know the same God that I'm serving in my struggle, that's going to be the same God that I'm going to be serving when I get my upperance, when I get my comma upperance. That's the same God. I'm serving the same God for my kidneys. The same God that healed my heart, y'all. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So, baby, don't get bent out of shape because you can now buy dish detergent and toilet paper. Dang, I got this third of the month. I got to stretch Social Security and then get dish detergent and toilet paper, okay? So if you're able to do it, just be thankful. You don't have to explain anything to anyone, because most of us are in our own personal struggle. Yeah, one might be to do a little more than the other. And I'm glad for my brother or my sister, whether my natural brother and sister or my brother and sister on the internet, on YouTube, Facebook, wherever. I'm glad when they say, I can finally do so and so and so. And, I'll be the best cheerleader ever. I got those that I follow that's over 50 like me, Lynn of 50 and Fantabulous, or Cat from Cat Corner, and there's some other. And some of them might be young grandmas, My oldest grandchild, I think, is 30 years old. So I became a grandma at 40-something. You want to know about struggle and how you get through it? Ask me. And I'll tell you anything I'm not ashamed of anything I've gone through. All I know is what I go through makes me strong. Hey, my little great-grandson, 2 years old, soon to be 3, and he'll get running around the house, and all you got to do is say, "Ooh, baby, you got a lot of muscle. Show me your muscle." He'll put both arms like this. Then when you touch him, he get all, all beefed up and everything. Then he take off running again. That's what we need to do. Show the enemy, you ain't took no strength from me. God has given me my power. Y'all don't give the devil a whole lot of credit. Because, he's busy now. He's busy because he knows his reign of terror is not long. The Bible tells us, to flee from him. When the devil come and tell you to do something, you ain't got no business doing, don't do it. Some people say, if it feels good, do it. Yeah, that's why we got a lot of children that don't have both parents in the home. Sometimes when it feels good, that's the main thing you ought not do. And no disrespect for anybody that single parents. My daughter was a single parent. Now she's a single grandparent. And I know it's a struggle. If it's a struggle for 2 people in a household, I know how hard it is for only one. You know, there comes a time when you got something you wear on Monday, you want to wear again on Friday, so you make sure you keep it nice and clean. Or you might have to wash it on Wednesday so you can wear it on Friday. Y'all, don't be ashamed. If what I'm saying is, don't be ashamed if you're in a struggle. Just work hard and do what you need to do so you can come through it. Because you know what? I heard my sister-in-law say this. When the Lord pull you through, you can survive if you can stand the pull. You know, you ever seen like the Play-Doh and you pull it? You know, sometimes when I take my pantyhose out, I'm only 5'5.5". But I still stretch my pantyhose, y'all. I don't know how many, and if you stretch your pantyhose, let me know. And I know my coffee getting cold, y'all. But I still stretch my pantyhose. But y'all know what? Don't feel bad if you have to struggle, but just thank God that you know what to do when you're in the struggle. I seen the little girl, Capricana. She's getting lots of views, lots and lots of views, just like Dante London and DoorDash. And they're making all this money. I haven't heard anyone said they're saving. They're talking about how they're spending. Baby, if y'all making all this money from YouTube, I'm going to be the first one to tell you, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Because there may come a time when your views go down and you might not make that money. So put you up some savings. Don't jump ahead of yourself. And stop telling people how much money you made. Stop letting everybody know all your business. Yeah, when you got that first check and you say, oh, I $200. If I was monetized and mine was $200, honey, I would almost jump for joy. Woo! $200. What y'all talking about? But y'all getting the big bucks. But I never heard either one of y'all say, I seen Dante London show X amount of dollars and say, I still got X amount of dollars in the bank. And I saw a man make a video say, man, stop out there in your car with all that money. Somebody's gonna jump you. And Dante London show a pew-pew. I said something about a pew-pew. And Dante London said, I got X amount of dollars still in the bank. If I had X amount of dollars in the bank like that, and I wasn't paying a car off or a house off or something like that, or helping my fellow man, and I haven't heard anyone say they help anyone. Because if she's giving a shout out, she charged $25. I know the shout out is a help. But you want to help somebody? Shout them out for $0. No, I'm going to have a day when I'm going to shout out those that can't pay for the shout out. You know I did a little shout out. It might not have went anywhere because I don't have that many followers. But I did it and didn't charge a dime. But hey, if that's the way y'all to run y'all life, hey, keep on running. Keep on running. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to get... But sometimes something just come over me and I just had to let it go. You know, when I see my children struggling or my grandchildren struggling, you know what? One of the hardest things in the last few months was when my daughter got fired when she was working at a school. She was doing the job of 2 or 3 people. The principal at that school don't really have control, not enforcing the dress code. Y'all should see how some of them come to school. I was there because I subbed and I helped my daughter do those sub papers, writing up the sub and all that kind of stuff. And I seen firsthand, talking about fights in the school. There are plenty of fights in that school. My daughter had called down there lots of times. And I said, what you want? She said, oh, nothing's a fight out there, and I don't want to make sure you weren't in it. And some of the young people were there were just videotaping the fight and everything like that. I think some of them fight just so somebody can make a video of it and go viral. But I'm going to cut this off. But y'all, I'm so thankful. I know I can count mainly on one hand the first few people that's going to watch my videos. I've been making a list of people that I've been going back to their videos. Now, I can't get to everybody every day, but I'm trying to watch the videos. And I have other things I need to do. So, like, and there's some, you know, I may unsubscribe to. Not one of my regulars. My regulars, Lynn from Fifth and Fantabulous. Lynn at this little shed of mine. Hey, girl, hey. Tabitha. Honey. Okay. All right, you got it. And I'm going to have to learn to get me some of those big glasses. Sometimes I can't remember your name, and I tell my husband, you know the young lady that wears those nice big glasses? He said, oh, the white glass. Yeah. But, y'all, I just want to get that in on a serious tip. No disrespect to anyone. And if I get a chance, and your name come across while I'm doing, like Tiara B. Naturally, I go to her videos, Learning Miss O. I'm just calling out something that's at the top of my head. Pre-retirement and comfort food. And I think Gemini Girl. At Burns House. A whole lot of people that I can call out. And if I didn't call you out, don't mean, you know, I can't remember everybody's name. Like I told you, I'm 73 years old. I thank God I can remember not my name, not only just yours. But this is a crucial time, y'all. Y'all see what's going on in politics. And we can worry about who said my channel has changed. That's your channel. And if you want to change it, change it. It's nobody's business. You don't have to apologize. But DoorDash girl, on a serious tip, if I was in your position and I got regulars that come to my channel and I know they got a channel, I'll give them a shout out for and not charge them anything. Everybody can't afford. People might have that $25, but they need gas in the car to go to work. Children need lunch money. Anything. I got to get ready now and start paying these bills. That's where all my 25s are going to. All right, y'all. Please like, share, and comment. I hope I didn't bring anybody down with what I was saying, but I was saying what was on my mind and on my heart. All right. Till next one. Bye.